Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Josh Sobchak, president of Salmon Unlimited Wisconsin, along with Jim LaFortune, chairman of Salmon-A-Rama. Every year, we get a lot of questions about the different types of tickets for Salmon-A-Rama and what tickets people should buy to enter. And Jim thought this year would be a great time to make a video to answer some of those frequently asked questions. So to get started, I'd like to turn it over to Jim and ask you to talk about our boat division, our most popular.
The boat division. So the boat division ticket is the yellow ticket. It's a $50 ticket, and this entitles any angler to fish on a boat for the 9 entire days of the event. Very basic, very to the point. Everybody on the boat must have a ticket, and again, this is the entry level boat ticket at $50.
And mind you, that ticket is eligible not only for the grand prize for the entire event, but it's also eligible for the 5 boat divisional species, which are lake trout, rainbow trout, brown trout, coho salmon, and king salmon. And it's also eligible for the daily randomly drawn Fish of the Day prize, which is a cash prize for first place, but also 2 additional fish drawn of that species of any of the weigh-ins. So it encourages you to weigh in every fish because it still might be a winner.
Yeah, that's correct. We try to encourage all these fish to be weighed in. The data really helps with the stocking programs, and a lot of that will be turned over to them. So it is very important that we get a lot of these fish, find out where they were stocked, the year, what they're eating, and things of that nature. So we give a couple of bonus prizes to help encourage that. But again, it also qualifies you for the master angler.
Oh, yeah.
And the perch division.
Oh,
so
thank you.
This ticket is
all-encompassing for both.
correct.
Yeah, and I should remind individuals, these are the paper tickets. If you sign up online through our website, you won't get a paper ticket, but it's the same thing in a digital format. All right, so I think we covered everything for the boat division. That'll bring us now over to the special boat. And this is one that I actually started with personally because it's a great opportunity for you if you're bringing a lot of friends out on the boat or just need to be able to pick up random individuals to fill out your boat. So what does that cover, Jim?
Well, basically the special boat ticket came about because we had a lot of anglers that wanted to fish the entire event. However, they couldn't always find family or friends that could get 9 days of vacation or were able to utilize all 9 days of vacation. So we come up with this ticket, which includes the captain's ticket and 8 additional tickets. The 8 additional tickets will be issued every morning when they get on the boat. Now, once the ticket is issued, it is void from there on out, but that person that it's issued to can fish the entire 9 days. So it allows you to have the uncle that's in town for the weekend or father-in-law that can go out once or twice. It allows you to be able to get out on the boat, be covered by the rules, which everybody on the boat must have a ticket, but it opens it up to where you can have those unfortunate instances where somebody can't make it or somebody is sick, whatever it might be. You can still at the last minute find somebody to go fishing with you and they will be covered. So again, it comes with the captains and 8 additional tickets, and the cost on this is $375.
And that ticket again is eligible for the grand prize, all the boat divisional species, the fish of the day, master angler if they're on your boat a lot, everything's in there. So that special boat's covered. Then, charter boat captains, we did not forget about you.
Charter boat ticket, a $500 ticket. This covers everybody that goes on the boat for the entire 9 days. Covers the captain, the mate, all of the clients. The biggest question we get asked on this one is, if I don't have a charter that day, can I still go out and fish? The answer is absolutely. This is designed to cover the boat. Once it's purchased, you can fish with family and friends if you don't have a booking, but you can also cover all of the clients that will be on the boat. You can utilize one of these tickets for the youth as well, so a youth angler still can weigh their fish in the youth division, or it can be weighed in the boat division. You just have to make that decision prior to weighing the fish at the scale.
Yeah, the entry staff will assist with doing that weigh-in. You have to declare the fish. And again, that qualifies for all of those fishing events. So it's a great perk to be able to offer to your charter customers to advertise and gain more bookings. From there, we go on to our shore division. And our shore division's got some new additions.
So the shore division. The shore division is a $50 entry. Got lost.
Shore division's got its eligibility for the grand prize. Only the grand prize when it comes to the bonuses there, because it does have its own payouts for its individual divisional species. What's notable is since we have trouble getting lake trout near shore, there are 4 divisions on the shore side for payouts, which would be the rainbow trout, the brown trout, coho salmon, and king salmon. And there is a big fish daily prize, thanks to one of our sponsors, which pays out the to the largest fish weighed in from the shore division all across the lake.
So the one thing that we get asked about the shore division, you can buy a shore division and a boat division. You can catch a fish from the shore and weigh it in the boat division, but you cannot catch a fish in the boat and weigh it in the shore division. So that's one thing we want to get cleared up that we get asked a lot. You can buy both because obviously the boat division has more entrants. There's more payouts.
Bigger payouts.
So a lot of times people will play that role, but it also allows a few extra opportunities at winning cash prizes.
And Jim, that's a great point, because there's a couple other areas where we'll see that later on with the youth division and with kayaks that will strategically do that. There's something I want to ask you. When, in terms of rules eligibility, when do they have to have that boat ticket if they're going to debate weighing the two? How early do they have to buy it in relation to fishing and declaring a fish for the boat division?
You have to purchase the ticket 24 hours in advance.
In advance, yeah.
Correct.
So, if you're going to consider doing that, just know that you need to buy both of those tickets at least 24 hours before you potentially catch that fish. Otherwise, it will be ineligible for that other division. All right. So from there, same topic coming into the kayak division.
Correct. The kayak division is a $50 ticket this year, and it is eligible for the grand prize, as it has been in the past. The kayak division kind of runs into the same rules. It has its separate payouts, separate division, but you can buy a boat ticket and also catch a fish from the kayak and enter it into the boat division based on which one you feel would have a better chance to where it's going to place and the amount of money that you could possibly win.
Yeah.
So,
and you don't have to have a kayak ticket to fish in a kayak. Some will choose to simply fish in the boat division if they want to target those bigger payouts from their kayak. That is purely the choice of the fisherman.
And this year, it is motors are exempt for this year. You may see a rule change there, dependent on how it affects sponsorships and participation. But as of this year, it has to be paddled.
Paddled or pedaled.
Paddled or pedaled, pretty much. Exactly.
Yeah, we do have a kayak committee that does monitor and make that choice. If you have questions on that, we can encourage you to communicate with them. We let them help dictate the rules on their division since it's really specialty. So moving on, Jim, then we have the youth boat division.
Youth boat. Now, this is more of a fun category for those that are under the age of 16. Obviously, at 16 years old, you have to get a fishing license. So again, this is letting the kids compete against the kids. It's only a $20 entry fee. However, the payouts are based on a separate payout scale, which would be the youth, based on youth entries. So if you are going to fish on a boat, and that would be the youth boat is the blue one. If you're going to fish on a boat, there's two choices. You can either only weigh the fish in the youth division, or you can buy an additional boat ticket, which relieves the scare of a possibly overall winning fish, and you don't have the ticket to cover it, or it would not be good to have a 42-pound Chinook win the youth division because they didn't have the additional boat ticket.
And we have had youth win the outright tournament by having both tickets. So as Jim noted, the limit age is 16, but we also do have a base age of 6 years old, and that's a safety issue that we chose to make that base end age, right?
Yes, and I do believe at 1 year we did have the fish that won the youth division would have won the overall event. but they didn't have the ticket. So
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things we get asked. But again, it's fun for the kids. If you're worried about possibly jeopardizing
one.
larger money
Yeah.
in the boat division, so with the youth ticket, you can have the youth ticket and have the boat ticket and decide at the scale where that fish is going to best benefit you, but it can only be weighed into one division. So you got to make that decision.
Yeah. So ages 6 to 15. Again, youth boat not eligible for the grand prize, but they do have 5 divisionals as well, and they have their own grand prize. It's just much smaller. So weigh that consideration heavily before you fish. All right, and the youth shore, we did not forget about you either.
Youth shore. Again, this has its own payout, completely separate category. This is to give the kids that may not be able to get out every single day on a boat the chance to
Or have a boat.
to fish from shore and still have some fun. So Josh, if you want to break down the rules on the rough species with this?
Yeah, I think this is something that I was really proud of the club and the committee coming up with. But we know there's a lot of kids out here who don't have access to this. I mean, heck, myself, I was a youth shore fisherman for all my life until 5 years ago when I got into boating. But to encourage kids to get out and really encourage our next generation of fishers to get out, the youth shore division has all of the normal species: the brown trout, steelhead, coho, and king salmon. But we also have and I think there's perch too. But we also do have a rough fish division, which is really any other species that they might bring in. And I'm talking everything from bluegill to carp. We want to encourage kids to fish, to participate in Salmon-A-Rama and be involved. The way that we help solve that, though, is we still do want the kids targeting the event sport fish species, those four big species from shore. So any fish weighed in, the point scale is based on the poundage. They gain a point for every pound of the fish. But for the 4 target species, or miraculously they pull in a lake trout off it, they gain 25 additional bonus points for those sport fish species on top of the actual weight of the fish. And that encourages these kids to try to catch a steelhead or a coho from shore and win with that versus a carp or a bluegill. But again, we're trying to get kids involved, get them to fish, and believe it or not, some of those rough fish actually did win prizes last year. So I think that's it on the shore divisions, the youth divisions. Jim, you talked a little bit about Master Angler earlier. Can you share the details on what that is and what divisions qualify for it?
So Master Angler would be for an individual angler to catch all 5 species. So if you catch all 5 species, your total score will be accumulated, which will decide the winners.
Heaviest fish of each of the 5, right?
Right. And that can that can rotate. So if you catch a 3-pound coho and later in the week catch a 9-pound coho, that 9-pound coho will upgrade over to the 3 pounds. So it's your largest of each of the individual 5 species added at the end of the event.
And what divisions have payouts for that?
Actually, I believe all divisions do, except for kayak. I think shore,
adult shore, the boat division, and the youth boat, if I recall. I don't think the youth shore does it.
Well, the youth division would be one division, so you can do it from shore, but obviously the boat anglers.
And here's the cool thing about that contest. That's included with your Salmon-A-Rama tickets. That is at no additional cost to the participants.
And the same with the perch division. That is included with your initial ticket.
Yep.
So kayak, boat, shore.
I'm really surprised we don't see more out of like Chicago with that weighing into Winthrop Harbor, because they have had a really, really good perch.
The Green Bay area as well. They produce a lot of big perch.
And that's eligible area.
So if it's too rough to go out on the lake and you want to fish in the harbors or something and get your perch, we do have a category for that as well.
And just noting that simple rule note, but the harbors are eligible to the first bridge.
To the first bridge.
Yeah, so anywhere to the first bridge is eligible. So we talked about a free program that's kind of a nice perk on the Master Angler, but there's also one that you can toss in a little extra cash and have a different contest, and that's our Big 5.
That's the Big 5, sponsored by Lynch. Thank you, Lynch. This has really been growing every single year. The competition is really fun to watch, but this is the accumulation of your 5 largest fish throughout the 9 days
Outright any species.
on a specific boat. It has to be that boat that bought the license or entry ticket. But anybody that fishes on your boat, the 5 largest fish will accumulate towards the end. Again, it's another one where if you catch a larger fish throughout the 9 days, the largest fish will keep accumulating towards that final score. So it's always the 5 heaviest fish you catch. But that's been a fun one to watch over the years, the way it's grown, and I think we're up to around 120, 130 boats that get into that every year.
I will be humble and remind everyone that you need to tell the weigh-in team that you have a Big 5 ticket if you want to add one of these fish into your Big 5 tally. I bought the ticket 3 years ago for my first year in the event, and it's a separate ticket number from your fishing ticket. I forgot to tell the weigh-in staff throughout the first half of the week. Hey everybody, welcome back. We had a little technical glitch there where the 900-degree heat here in southern Wisconsin apparently killed the camera 3/4 of the way through the recording. So just circling back, the last one that we wanted to bring up for the events was the Big 5 ticket. So as we mentioned, the Master Angler is a free event that's included as part of your regular Salmon-A-Rama tickets, and that is the largest fish of each of the 5 species that you weigh in for a cumulative total of those top 5 fish. The Big 5 is your biggest 5 fish outright. Doesn't matter what species. They could all be lake trout. They could all be king salmon, whatever you want. But your biggest 5 fish weighed in. This is an extra additional fee to enter for that contest. And the payouts are based on the number of Big 5 participants. Jim has really been pleased with the growth of this event over the course of the Salmon-A-Rama years. It's become more and more popular, and the payouts have become stronger with that. We do want to note that you do need to alert the weigh-in team when you're weighing in a fish for your Big 5 ticket, because the Big 5 is a separate ticket from your regular Salmon-A-Rama ticket. So they will weigh your fish normally for Salmon-A-Rama. And if you have any fish that you want to include in your Big 5, or if you've already got some registered and you're upgrading a fish by adding a new heavier one, you'll let them know that you want that particular fish also weighed in for Big 5, and they will log it for both. Last and most importantly, we want to let you guys know that we really encourage you all to take a look at the general tournament rules and the specific event rules at www.salmon-a-rama.com. Again, that's www.salmon-a-rama.com. And also to like, follow, and hit the bell notification for alerts for the Facebook Salmon-A-Rama Facebook page. And that is important because we use that as our primary source of news, notifications, and updates about the event, along with push notifications on the app, which is currently available on the Android and Apple app stores. Last, for any questions you have about tickets, eligibility, rule clarifications, weigh-in sites, or anything else, please feel free to email us at sarsupport@suwis.org. Again, that's sarsupport@suwis.org. Or utilize the Facebook Messenger point at the Facebook Salmon-A-Rama page. That page, that Facebook Messenger, is actively monitored throughout the tournament by at least 2 or 3 committee members each day, including myself, Jim LaFortune, Michelle Dawson, and others. And we will promptly get back to questions regarding that and get directly in contact with you if needed, beyond just responding to your requests. So again, we look forward to having another great year here at Salmon-A-Rama. We wish you all the best of luck, and we'll see you at the final day event for weigh-in and for that great year final day raffle. Take care.